let's talk Baywatch. But before we do so, why don't we get in some little more Baywatch attire? That's a little bit better. Zac Efron would be proud of me. So Baywatch is the movie made off of the TV show from like the late 80s, mid 90s, whatever, starring David Hasselhoff and all that nonsense about the slow-mo people running on the beach. Now, no one actually saw this show, so no one really knows what it's about, but it was around for a long time. So they were like, hey, let's make a movie about it. Let's put Dwayne Johnson, Zac Efron, a couple hot people in there to make it a comedy. And I was really looking forward to this movie, actually. It was on my top 3 most anticipated movies of the summer. I had this, Baby Driver, and Atomic Blonde on my top 3 most anticipated movies of the summer. They're doing something different, fun. I'm excited. Let's go for it. And then I saw the Rotten Tomatoes ratings. I think last I checked it was like at 18%, just getting obliterated. And I was wondering, like, okay, it can't be that bad. Even funny movies like Hangover are like 60%. So the Rotten Tomato meter means nothing in terms of comedy. So I went in just kind of curious. Then I watched the movie. And, oh boy. Let's hit our performances out the gate like we always do. Everyone did a great job in this movie. Dwayne Johnson, he's funny, charismatic, charming. He brings you into the screen. He's great. Zac Efron, he's got some comedy chops too. He tends to play the same kind of guy. Be like, hot guy, people don't get me, I fucked up. Like, this is turning a new leaf. Stuff like that. So, kind of playing the same thing, but I still liked him. I think Alexandria Daddario, her name, the other lead girl, like the big 3 is Johnson, Efron, then her. They were awesome. She was great too. I thought she was really fun. But in terms of that, like, it wasn't really funny. Other characters we had in there were fine. They were cool, but then no one was really fleshed out. They tried to make Dwayne Johnson kind of flesh out more, which kind of worked maybe. Zac Efron's, I think, the only one that had a character arc. He's the only one that was this in the beginning and then different in the end. Like, that's a character arc, changing. And then everyone else around him kind of stayed the same, just like, yeah, we're Baywatch. Like, we're badasses. This is what we're supposed to do. But then no one changed. And also the movie had a lot of tone issues. It wanted to be this kind of drama, building this family thing as well, but then this kind of slapstick, crass comedy type thing. And it wanted to do both, but it couldn't do both. And it's interesting because Dwayne Johnson's in another franchise, The Fast and the Furious, that is just over-the-top ridiculous, but can be fun, funny, good time. But then it is only one thing. It doesn't try to be 10 other things. It's like, we're this kind of dumb, fun, get the popcorn, have a good time, bring the kids, just fun movie. It's going to be funny too. Like, but this one, it's like, we're going to be this grounded drama, you know, shit like that. And then we're going to be like this slapstick, we're getting our dicks all stuck and shit. Oh, it's going to be so funny. And it didn't really know what the movie wanted to be. And then when that happened, I kind of was like, okay, now logically, what is happening now? The comedy timing was off. Jokes just didn't land. Either the timing was too quick or not way too long. Like, they had a scene where one of the guy's dicks got stuck in a thing, which was funny. But then that scene went on for like 2-3 minutes. And then that same guy had a friend who was there the whole time making fun of him. That guy dies later in the movie, and he doesn't give a shit about it. And then the blonde girl helping him out was like, oh, hey, you know, talking to him early in the movie, he was shitting himself. And then 5 minutes later, he's talking to her just fine with a fucking full-blown erection. And then 30 minutes later in the movie, she's all looking at his dick and shit like that. These characters developed in these weird fucking ways that made no sense. But, like, nothing in this movie straight up was, like, offensive. Just none of it made cohesive sense in terms of, like, these characters growing. And they would kind of go down this path and just kind of explode. The villain, though, I don't know her name, but she was awesome. She had a fantastic, I didn't mention her, but she had a fantastic line. And Zac Efron, like, she's about to kill Zac Efron or some shit like that. And then kicking her off the boat. And he's like, you're crazy. And then, seriously, maybe my favorite line of 2017 so far, she said, if I was a man, you'd call me driven. And I was like, oh. Like, that was so badass. So as a villain, she was cool. She just kind of brought in kind of Bond villain-esque type shit. But the whole, like, cohesiveness of these characters and the comedy they went for and the not knowing what movie it wanted to be kind of made this movie a mess. But really, I still laughed. I still had fun. I still thought that this is a franchise that could be really great. The cast was awesome. The cast was great. I loved all of them. But in terms of how these characters grew, the characters, nothing worth watching, which was really strange. This is a lot like the Power Rangers movie and how I felt about that. There was things I enjoyed within it, but if I look at it as a movie and how characters grow and are developed and are done, then it's kind of a mess. But I actually had a good time. I would recommend seeing this movie, not paying full price, of course, but I think this is a good time all around. This movie's going to get a go see it on $5 Tuesday or your cheap seat night, whatever the hell it is. I think I had a nice witty name for it at one point, but I lost it. But this movie's fun, kind of messy, the comedy's different. Maybe this just isn't my style of comedy, and that's totally fine. Comedy, there's so many different styles of comedy. Maybe this just wasn't me, or maybe I'm onto something. Maybe their timing was kind of off. Maybe they were going for different jokes. Maybe a new director is needed. You know, the second I saw, like, this is a whatever, I think Pete Dolan or some shit, Nate Dolan, I don't fucking know his name. They say like a Nate Dolan film, like that was prominent on there. It's like, ooh, I don't really know about this. If you're really pronouncing your name like, oh, this is a James Gomez review, it's like, who the fuck cares? You know, but I don't know, that was kind of weird. Overall, it can be yours, you don't have to say it's yours. I think a different director would be better for this movie or the future of this franchise. But overall, go see it on cheap seat night. Don't spend your money on this movie, or all of it. So with all that being said, if any of these mouth noises made your ear holes hokey pokey, turn yourself around, hit subscribe, stay tuned for more movie reviews, vlogs, and hopefully skits very soon. I finished episode 1 of something, and all I need is money. So yeah. And with all that being said, have yourself a kick-ass day. Wow.